Hello, everybody. I'm live again. Because why not, hey? um, yeah, nothing much else to do tonight, so I did think I would hop on for a quick live session again and just, go over some of the price action that we've got and just have a look in general across the market. Yeah, cool. So hold on, I'll just make sure I've got everyone in here. I'm sure everyone can hear me okay. Hopefully my mic is the correct one. Valdez, that definitely isn't my real name. But yeah, so a nice day. Nice day of price action. This is kind of what we were looking at after we did get that swing failure pattern of the lows last night. Really nice little trade off of that we did get. And yeah, we've changed market structure. So things, at least at the moment, are looking pretty good. Fed announcements are fairly bullish. The news coming out of China is fairly bullish. So I'm not going to say we're just going to go up to the moon again at this point, but yeah, we have had that first change of market structure. It's a very important area. We did have that move into, as we were saying, that naked point of control at this 43,700 region. That did get the rejection. We had the move down, but as of yet, like, still holding outside of today's value area. It still looks pretty decent. We'll see if this value area can move up. Of course, if we do get a close here later on in the day and the value area remains the same, it does set us up for a pullback on here, which I wouldn't be too worried about. I think that could end up being quite a nice pullback that would give a good opportunity for long positions. So we can take a look at this as just basically the trend line that we've got coming down here. If we do get this close, let's just pull up the session volume. So if we do get a close here outside of value area within this zone, if we get this pullback back into previous day point of control or taking out these lows, then I don't see that as being too bad at all on price. We could see our golden pocket from our low to this high that has been put in is coming in around 41,200, which, if we do take a look at where our value area low for the day is, where is it? 41, well, just below 41,200. So you got 41. Oh no, what am I talking about? No, 41, just above 41,200. So yeah, everything looking okay. Can I chart COPE? Yeah, I'll chart that. I've never actually charted that before. I know it's something that a lot of people are really bullish on. So yeah, we'll do some altcoins, but Bitcoin at the moment, again, I'll do a morning update on this tomorrow. I do think at the moment it's just take profit on long. I have compounded once again my short position up here at that naked point of control. We'll see how that goes. I'm bringing my entry down. I don't want to have it below 45k at this point, but now I do have a short position just above 45k. If that gets stopped out, and I'm just long from then on in. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. There is, of course, the possibility that we could see another test down towards these lows again. Like I say, if we do get this pullback, if we do have the 80% setup confirmed for tomorrow, and we do get this gain acceptance back within this range, then I would fully expect, at the very least, falling back. I mean, we're kind of already there. We're struggling with this level. Okay, we did take liquidity. We can see that as a swing failure pattern. If we look on this 1 hour time frame, we do see the wick above and the close below. Okay, so it has taken the liquidity from up at these highs. We've had that close below, and it's struggling a little bit to get back above that level. So that would initiate a move back down to the, well, you'd have to say the lower region of this range again. We can pull a fixed range and take a look at this whole kind of structure that we've got going on. We do have our point of control up here. We've got the value area low of that structure just below these significant lows on here. So again, we could be taking a look at this pool of liquidity that there is basically just between these lows all the way down to this golden pocket. Okay, you can see this is where that first short squeeze was initiated, the consolidation from that point, and then the move out of it. So yeah, a pullback's definitely on the cards here. I would probably be looking to buy that. I'd have to see how price reacts if and when we get there. But yeah, that looks fairly nice actually as an opportunity. We can add on, of course, that would be quite a deep retrace, a bit of a scary one for a lot of people. And if we are going to short squeeze at this point, then it's just not going to happen. But we've got 382 lining up with this daily level. Again, it's a significant region of support here. We've got this 0.5 lining up just below these lows. So yeah, maybe a little range within a range going on at this point. It's late in the day, so I'm not thinking too much about what's going to happen. I've kind of positioned myself for the night, whatever that brings, and I'll just reevaluate this in the morning and see where we are. But yeah, I think that's kind of covers it for Bitcoin at the moment. Altcoins, let's have a look. Ethereum not yet taken those highs, so it hasn't completely got that change of market structure yet off of this, unless we're taking like little wicks over here. We have reclaimed, it was a nice reclaim of that daily level earlier though. You can see how it was acting as resistance, kind of batting up against it, flipped it into support, got a nice move up out of that, so that's pretty good on Ethereum. ETH BTC again bouncing from that 786 daily level, not changed market structure there. Litecoin, similar situation. Okay, we're back above this support zone after hitting the daily level, so we are back above this level here. I would like again on this to see it take out these highs, change the market structure, come back into this area, and then we can be looking for longs again on here. And yeah, like Link is similar, everything's similar. Okay, we'll have a look. I know there are some of the low caps that are getting really nice bounces, so I will take a look at those in a minute. But yeah, that's first of all, Mo Bucks, you did ask for it. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you in the stream before. I may be wrong. But let's have a look at Cope, because that is a favorite of a lot of people at the moment. I do hear that a lot. I've never traded it. I've never owned any of this, but it looks quite good. Looks quite good. Yeah, this is the kind of thing you want to see. So I'm just going to do very, very simple high time frame analysis on Cope here, okay? So basically what you have, it launches. I think everyone was super bullish when it launched because it was a massive airdrop and everyone was like, oh, it's worth like, the airdrop's worth like $2,000 or whatever. I don't know enough about the project. But then of course, rug pull back in May, it went through this long accumulation phase. This would be your first kind of selling climax on here, and then it came down and just went into this accumulation phase. Then what happens is it does break this market structure finally. So you have your high, your low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You come back, you break market structure, okay? You then consolidate within this area back above this final accumulation range. So you do put in this little bit of consolidation above the previous range it put in. You have your markup, you have the range here, swing failure of the highs, push it back down to test again the support that we do have going on here at this level. Once again, ignore my awful drawings. But this is what we're seeing across a lot of stuff in the market right now. So let me just draw this a little bit clearer. You have that as your high. We have a spring down here, okay, so you can see price getting that spring, getting that move back above the range, testing it, a markup in price after that, pushing the price up, put in a range, take liquidity at the highs, trap everyone into longs, or you can't leverage trade this, but get everyone bullish, buying it again, and then slam that price back down, testing the support here within this range. It'll be interesting to see where the point of control for this is, because You got a high volume node in this area. You probably got your point of control for this little zone coming in around about where it bounced. But this is very similar to a lot of altcoins at the moment, okay? So it's looking okay. I would expect, of course, this line here at let's find it, $1.40, I think is a very important level. So if you lose $1.40, I think it will be going down to new lows. That's quite a long way down, but I do think it would go to new lows if you lose $1.40 at this stage. As long as it's holding above there, I do see this getting a bounce. That would be quite a significant level for me. Let's also have a look on the high time frame levels and see what we've got. We've got a weekly order block here, which is really nice. So anything within this zone, after we've had that big bounce, anything within this bullish order block that we do have on this chart looks good. So again, we can go down onto the low time frames. We can start to have a look at how it was holding within this area. That was looking like a nice support. Of course, you have a final capitulation below. You stop everyone out, get people bullish again, coming into resistance here. Okay, so no change of market structure yet, coming into resistance. But I'd say this region between $1.80 and $1.40 looks really nice. And I think that's a very low risk buy on this asset. And I'd be looking for prices probably back up towards... let's say that's the low. You'd be looking over $3, $3, $4 on this. So considering we're at $2 now, that's a nice 50 to 100% move up in price on spot, which is really good. That's quite a nice little asset, that one. Quite a nice little chart. I might put that one onto my watch list. Thank you for bringing that one to my attention. That's a good one. Let's have a look at anything else. Valda Spoof, could you expand on how do you position in this situation? Yeah, so let's go back onto the Bitcoin chart. I have explained this a few times, but basically the way I've been trading this recently, okay, was I was massively short up at these highs. Okay, I was really confident that this was going to get a move down. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as big as it was, but I was very confident that we'd see lower prices, so I got quite heavily into a short position. I did take big profit when we were in this range, and then I was able to compound that short position as we came up and took these highs last weekend, expecting another move down out of this. Again, not expecting it to go so far. I was looking at this, maybe putting in a Gartley around this daily level, seeing what would happen with it, but short from here, really nice moves down. Alongside that, just taking day trade, scalp trade, longs, just within these ranges that we had going on here. Okay, now what happened is a couple of days ago, I'd identified this area between 42,000 and 40,500 as a big support region. I stuck to that plan and I bought a lot, a pretty large leveraged long position down within this area with limit orders. Okay, so I was holding my short. I'm still holding that short, okay, still holding it, and that's important because that's what's paying for my long at this stage. The profit from that short is what's paying for my long, so I have no risk. So I was laddering into a long position here, so basically hedging that short in case of a turnaround. And now what I'm essentially doing is scaling out of that short and into a long, preparing for this to turn around. I do want to hold my short position unless this gains like proper strength, but this thing takes time, and I'm happy to keep trading this as a range. Maybe we get another pullback into that, get that third spike down into support before we do get a proper reversal out of this. And at that point, that's when I'm probably going to go, right, short's had its day, just completely let the longs take over from that point. But yeah, limit orders, longs added to that long position as we took the lows yesterday. added to my short position as we took the highs today, and now just letting the two fight it out. Okay, I've made nice profit on both of these trades and just letting it fight it out. I have a bias that is bullish, but I do think we see a pullback in the short term before I can be confident about letting that long trade really play out. So yeah, just happy to hold it at this point. I think funding's in my favor as well for a long trade, so gradually scaling out that short, going into a long position, and yeah, looking for higher prices. Now that's just my swing trade. Okay, we've had scalps and day trades in between, all of that. So I'm not going to go over everything, but we did have a nice scalp trade earlier on after getting a swing failure of these lows down here. So we did quickly come down, take the lows, and get a bounce that brought us up into this region. What other scalps have I taken? That's the only one, actually. That's the only other trade I've taken today, was just a little long position off of this, and we did have session VWAP here as well. Okay, so we did have the move, quickly take out liquidity into session VWAP, and that got a nice move up out of that. So that's, yeah, the only other trade that I did take, but those ones are just in and out very quickly. Yeah. There's not been much else, I don't think, to trade. You could trade short there, long here, because swing fair patterns all over the shop at the moment. Yeah. Can you chart another Solana ecosystem coin, Step Finance? I will have a look at this because it's quite nice to chart things that I've not seen before. If you want any more chart requests, you're gonna have to join the crew. I can't do it all for free. Mo bucks. So yeah, I'm gonna shill it. If you want any more chart requests, you gotta sign up for membership. No, it's fine. I don't mind doing them. I stream for fun, so yeah, happy to do that. Jerome Lee, for the retracements, shouldn't you be looking at the 382 if it's bullish? Yes and no. So yes and no, because a 382 would be bullish, but I don't think we're far enough outside of the range to get a bounce off of the 382. I don't see any reason why. So let's just look at it from a simple kind of, where's the liquidity here, okay? So yes, the 382 would be bullish, but in order for me to feel confident in a bounce off of the 382, I think we'd have to go quite a lot higher before we can see this as being a local high put in. Let's say we go up to this daily at 44,900. Now that starts to look a lot better. Okay, so what we have there, and this is the reason for it, this is why things line up. I probably wouldn't long a 382 if this is the local high, because what happens at that stage is you get yourself caught back below these highs here. And if you get a bounce off of this, yes, you could get a bounce, but I would be expecting that to once again be resistance, and then I would be looking for lower prices. So I don't think we'd get a bullish bounce off of the 382 if this is the high. Now, if we go higher, that all changes. So then we come up, say we come up into the daily level up here, we keep this short squeeze going, which we can do. That's a possibility. This could keep going. We're probably looking pretty good into the daily close here, so maybe this does get continuation. Then you have, okay, local high, you maybe come up and take these highs here. Then what you have is a 382 that's just below these lows. You're not getting caught up in any previous range. You're just looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, right, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of thing. And then you'd be looking at taking out the 4. That, from an Elliott wave perspective, doesn't really work because that wave 3 is too small, but ignore that. Yeah, move up into here, then it would give a nice area for 382 to take out these lows, and then that would be a bullish bounce for me. And then, of course, the 0.5 lines up really nicely, and then the 618 lines up really nicely below these lows as well. So actually, favored scenario would be a move up, and then I would look to trade probably the 382 off of that. But yeah, that's probably the only way that I would trade the 382 right now. That doesn't look good enough. I think it would go deeper. Although you do, although you do have this daily level. I'd have to wait and see. I'd really have to wait and see. I do think if we come down here, I'd be looking for it to take out these lows as well. But see what happens when we get there. I'm expecting a takeout and then a new low. Interesting. What would you take out what? I'm expecting takeout and then a new low. Are you thinking what? Take that high and then put in a low down here? Take out this. Yeah, probably take out this high. How likely is that? We've had a change of market structure, remember? I think that's quite significant on this right now. If it takes out these highs, yeah, I think I'm struggling to see how a fake out. Yeah, I'm struggling to see how a new low would. Why there'd be a need to. If you think like of a market maker, why would there be a need to take these lows again? At least not before going higher. If we're thinking about taking the lows, you'd want to see a deeper retrace at this stage. It has changed market structure. That would be a bit weird for me. Of course, anything can happen. It's trading, but that would be a bit weird for me. Yeah, I probably want to see maybe rejection around 45k. Get everyone bullish again. So come up here, put in a range, fail there, lose this, and then we could start talking about one more leg down, which then does turn this into a 3 waves to the downside. So you're 1, 2, and then 3 going down, but it would have to come higher. It would have to do something like this, and come higher up in price, escaping this range, I do think, in order to get that. But hey, it might happen. You never know. Again, these are just my random thoughts on the market, which, yeah, hopefully people find useful. Okay. Knew it was going to bounce because USDT dominance had bearish divergence. Interesting. We've not got many viewers on tonight. Let's get the likes up a bit. Can we get the likes up a little bit? That would be nice. Although we do have some new people in here, so yeah, not the most viewers, but we do have some new people, which is good. Sam NG, can you please explain how do you manage to prepare for the night? Are you always flat during nights? No. I'm always flat on like day trades and scalp trades, of course, because they're day trades and scalp trades. But swings, no. I've held my short for how many days? When was it? I mean, I've been short since back here. So I've held my short basically most of the month. I've held my long now for, this will be going into the 3rd day because I did get into a long position down here. So I will hold swing trades overnight, like no problem at all, but not day tradey scalpy things. Yeah. All right, what was this other altcoin? Step Finance. Is there a chart for it? Step Finance, there we go. Okay. I'll do a quick analysis on this one. He's all right, you know. You're finding some nice little. Mo Bucks, you're finding some good looking charts. And this is refreshing to see. Okay, because I'm so used to people saying, can you chart Luna? Can you chart Sol? Can you chart Serum and Cardano and other stuff that's been really bullish? And stuff like this is the kind of thing that I really like. So yeah, maybe I need to start getting more into FTX stuff because this stuff is quite good. Again, I'd have to research the project if I was going to buy this, but as a chart, you do something like this. The project dies apparently for a while. You go into this big accumulation. You have a spring down here, which just takes everyone out. You have that rally. You start to hold above. Here it is. Okay, so after that selling climax that you had, which was at these lows, then you go into your accumulation. You put in a range above your previous accumulation area. So again, you have this zone here, mark up in price. Okay, get everyone bullish, get everyone buying it, slam it back down, test the support, reaccumulate, and then go to higher prices again. So actually, yeah, I kind of like the look of this as a chart also. I probably want to mark out some high time frame levels on this one. So you do have your weekly up here. You do have this down here, but it's broken through that, so that's a good start. So you have broken through what would have been quite significant resistance on that chart. You've got you got your point of control right in the middle, so basically where that daily is. So you're looking at this as the range that has been put in. You're around the 0.5 of that. We're probably coming down into the 786 kind of area on here. Oh, maybe even deeper. And that was nice because you had people early on trying to long that golden pocket, the highs of the range, and you just drop below, stop them out, see what happens at that point. 786 to 83, that's pretty good. What else is on here? From that first spring. Not so much on that one. Yeah, these are good, pretty decent charts. I'm going to write this stuff down. So cope and step. I need to see what step is because if it's on the Sol ecosystem and stuff. Cope I know about, but let's have a look at step because you found a couple of quite nice ones. Asim, hey Luke, can you look at the potential shark harmonic on BTC starting from 7th of September on 4 hour? All the conditions seem to be met and C ended with a swing failure. Nice setup to wreck a lot of people. Okay. Back on to C98. Yeah, sometimes this is why I love streaming because people who are more from that almost I'm at a disadvantage because I just trade that I miss so many good projects because I don't research it anymore. And sometimes FOMO is a really, really powerful thing. And like in a really good way. Like I wish I still got FOMO over stuff because I end up missing out on some really good projects because I don't get FOMO. And the problem is that because I don't know about them when they come into these good prices, like this step and like cope and things like that are, I don't end up buying them in their accumulation because I never experienced that initial FOMO to want to get into that project, to have some kind of like connection with that project. There's only a few that I've done that with, and that's like QNT, RSR, ZCX. I've just bought a new one, Elpool, which JG is talking about. Elpool is another one that I have been accumulating a lot recently of, because I do like that platform a lot, and I think they've got some really good stuff going on with it. Demetra, Cirrus network, and things like that. I'm going to go over some of these later, but yeah, sometimes FOMO is really good because you get to really learn about some nice projects. Not saying that any of you are FOMOing into stuff, but it's yeah, nice to have that connection with some stuff for those long-term trades. But anyway, I was looking at the shark. Shark. 4th of September. Okay, so oh, 7th of September. Yeah, that's the day that we hit the high. So the thing with the shark harmonic is it's basically just an ABCD pattern, isn't it? Which is what we've had. So we did have this. I need to remember the shark harmonic. The shark harmonic. Which one is the shark? It's... Don't trade the shark very often at all. I need to get my notes out. Shark needs to make a... Ah. When we be looking at the 1.618 to the 2.24 for point D. Okay. So we're looking at something like this, I think. So that goes a bit deeper because you 1.618 is okay if you take it from this low. Yeah, you're okay on that. Well, close enough to the 1.618, and then I think this goes to the 1.618 up here. Oh no, 1.13. Oh, I think I've got that right. Shark is not one that I trade often. I think I've got that right. And with the shark, it's a weird one because you're trading that on the breakout, and then you're trading that move because you're looking at that as downtrend. Then you have the breakout of that, and then you take out that rest of the move, and then that gives you the short back down to the 5.0, possibly. Ugh. Engage my brain. How does it go? Yes. I might be doing this completely wrong. X A B. But yeah, in that case, you'd be looking for something like this, break out of here, get continuation, then come back into the 5.0, I think. So that's about the only information that I can give you from that shark harmonic, because I'd have to just go back over all my notes and everything on that. Who was it that asked me that? Asim. Asim, maybe you can tell me in the chat if that looks about right to you. Because I honestly can't. I can't remember so much about it. I'm not the biggest harmonic kind of trader. I'm going to save that anyway. Maybe that is a valid chart pattern. Okay. Mr. Banyan, how far from the entry do you place your stop loss? So I just work off of an invalidation of the idea. So it's never like a set thing. I don't really place hard stop losses unless the invalidation is really kind of clear for me. At the moment, like let's say swing trade, because I'm here, I have no invalidation on that unless we start closing daily candles below 40 to 38k region. That's the point in which I just don't want to have exposure, and I'll just probably take the loss, let my short run, and look for lower prices at that point until there's a sign of strength. Yeah. 7th of September low. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, you took the chart from that. But yeah, generally speaking, the what was he saying? Stop losses, yeah, I use soft stop losses. It's based on a validation for the trade. Yeah. 1.13. Yeah, that works as well, because that's really impulsive, and then you've got that as your change of market structure, so a bit more symmetry with that one. So either or, take your pick. Can you pull a 1-to-1 extension from all-time high to 28k low and a fib from Corona dump to all-time high and look at luxury's level? Right. You're going to get me to do some weirdness right now. A 1-to-1 extension from all-time high to 28k low. Oh, no, I'm not looking at the 786 of this macro thing. Come on. We're not doing bearish. There's drunken bat targets today. I'll do it. I'll do it anyway. Here's Tom J's target. Here's your 1-to-1. We're gonna be bullish today, guys. I'm not looking at P's drunken bat and all these bearish targets that take us down to 16k. And then we're gonna look at the 786, right? Corona. Down here. Yeah, there you go. 16.7k incoming, yeah. Well done, well done, Tom. Hey, look, it's always a possibility, and well, would that be crazy if it happened? But there you go. Tom J's called it. P's called it. We're going to 16.7k. Like, I'm joking about it now. I won't be joking about it when we get there, if we do get there. It's nice confluence. It's nice confluence, and we do have, of course, that 7-8, the 618 within that region as well. But it's nice confluence. It's Yeah, how far down is that? We're around here right now, aren't we? Eh, yeah, I'll let my bags drop another 62%. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Mr. H, coming to us. We need to be bearish. People who haven't got in, including me, need to get in. We're all confident in BTC long term, so just be bearish with us short term. Uh, yeah. I'm glad I took that little short earlier. We'll see how that plays out. Dumping a little bit. Struggling to get back above this high that it did take out earlier. So we do have this as a swing failure of these highs. At the moment, that's kind of bearish, yeah? So we are looking right now at maybe a deeper retrace into this. We'll see what happens. If you get caught below here, I do think we're going to go back down to 41,500 area-ish. Well, we'll see. What else do we have on the chart? Anyway, single prints. They need to be seen to at some point. Forty-one 300 looks nice. I think we might just get this, you know. I'm not sure we're going to short squeeze out of here. I think we've got single prints that take us down to 41,450. We've got previous day value area low down here. We've got you've got the golden pocket. I'm kind of liking the look of this as a zone. It kind of be pretty scary again. Everyone got very bullish very quickly. That would give us our third move down into this area. Maybe it takes the lows again. I don't know. I don't think it's going to take the lows again. I said that the other day though. So yeah, if we come down into this area, get a bounce, reclaim that, back up to here, put in this head and shoulders. That works. That's a nice idea. I like it. Delirium. I was not at the end of the playbook yet. What happens? Oof. Yeah, okay. Uh, End of the playbook. This is not going to make sense for anyone who's not in the crew. We did just release our playbook update, which is a trade strategy, like trade by numbers strategy that you can trade. If this plays out, we're taking the lows. So the target for the trade that we were talking about today is to take these lows. So we'll see what happens. That's, yeah. With a take profit here. Yeah. I should look at stuff to accumulate. ETH. That can come back down here. If we do get this deep retrace, this is looking pretty nice. On a lot of stuff. DOT has been great. Wow. I need to check my trades. Need to take some profit. Bungle 8, some trial membership would be nice. Lower price for a short time, just to get an idea of what's the value in there. We have done trials. We're also low price enough compared to a lot of other people. I personally think we give a lot more value than what the price is. You'll have to ask other people about that, but I'd say the price that it is a good discount already. Maybe we need to up our prices and then give a discount. I don't know. What do you think? You'll make it in one trade. Fine. Would you consider moving from Bybit to FTX to join your market maker friends? I think I might be doing that, yeah. Yeah, I think I might be. Check out the graph, up 70%. Yeah, I'm in a GRT trade. I didn't realize it was up 70%. I need to check that one. It's not up 70%. 17%. Almost. Not up 70%. Or is your trade up 70%? Are you on a leverage trade? Like, GRT took the lows out. It's going to get a nice bounce into this weekly level. I am in a GRT trade, aren't I? Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah. Yeah, GRT's doing good. I'm going to check out my low caps. This is a great buy. Cirrus USDT, put that on your radar. Okay, this is a really nice project and it's coming to a really nice area. Let's see how much sell I might buy. I'm just going to buy some more. Top 10 viral 2019 videos. I think good traders all have the best traders have similar styles. I'm aware of that trading style. And yeah, I trade similar stuff. I think that's just what you tend to know about trading, like Fibonacci, high time frame support and resistance, it works. VWAPs, they work. I've got my own trading style, definitely, but I'm well aware of what they do there. Tom J, am I trading IOTA? Not for a while. No. I'll have a look at some stuff again. I maybe want to do like a couple more. And I might buy some more of this as well. Odds are looking so good. I want to see this come down a bit more. I want to get some of this Moon River stuff. I've not been a student of anyone's. I've been a student of myself. I've learnt the hard way through a few years of losing money. Been doing this for longer than most other groups have existed, so I say I've earned it, the right to do YouTube stuff. Cool. Right, should we just do any other? Yeah. Any other alts that we want to chart? Jan Meta, hi, why is nobody talking about Pokedex? It's going to be the next big DEX mainnet coming 29th of September. Morpheus student. Never heard of Morpheus. Pokedex. If the chart looks good, I'll... Well, that doesn't look good. Pokedex looks nice. You know what? Pokedex goes into my small cap gems. That's a nice looking chart. Pokedex BTC. That's a nice looking chart. Yeah. And it's KuCoin. I might just have to get me some Pokedex. Again, I'll have to do a bit more research on this. Maybe IATA. Yeah, let's do IATA. And then we'll do... Whoops. IOTA. IOTA. Figure that never happened. Okay, we're out of that area. Let's just remove all of this. Mm. 26. Why do I have to double click on everything now on trading? Cool. I think I'd want to see one more little move down on IOTA before it has enough confluence for me. Maybe within this region here. Again, if it can get a rejection and just move down. Looks okay. IOTA BTC. Not a lot here. You're just in a range on IOTA BTC. So you have your lows around this monthly level, highs around this weekly, chopping around there, deviation come up, deviation here come down, back into that range. I think I'd be looking at a pullback on IOTA. I'm not sure if this can get some kind of partial decline and hold above this level, that would be bullish, but it's not. I'd be more looking for shorts up at these highs and probably back down to the low again off of this. Your best bet, I think the best bet on IOTA is if it comes up into here once again and just puts in a range here, then I think we'll see a breakout. But yeah, overall, looking down towards this monthly level again on that, and maybe that brings about that move down to, let's say, $1.08 ish area again. Yeah. Can you check TLM? Yep. TLM's a funny one because it was looking like it was doing that similar thing where you have that accumulation, you break out, you put in a range above it, and then it just fails. So I'm not quite sure. It's one of those where it looks similar to what other alts have done, but just not so nicely. It's low on the chart, but I just don't think for me that's yeah. I'd also be looking, I think, for TLM. Again, probably slightly lower. Let's see, take out those lows. Not looking great for that. Man. Let's pull that again. Let's just do it from here. Yeah, TLM's not looking great. I mean, it's low, but I don't see really any reason, anything in particular to make me want to buy that here. We'll look at Elastos as well, and then I think I'll call it a day there. So look at Elastos. Similar thing, okay, it's come into backtest. It's had a big bounce already off of this. When you look at that chart, it looks a bit nicer. Yeah. This looks good, but it's not had quite as much of a move down as other assets have. In a steady uptrend, you've got this uptrend that is going on this. So one could expect continuation off of this and get higher prices. It looks quite similar to some of the other stuff that we were looking at earlier. In fact, it kind of looks like what it did previously. Yeah, kind of. Because you can probably fit this and say this back test into this area, and then you're looking at higher again here. Something along those lines looks reasonable enough. I'm not going to do too much more on that one because it's a bit choppy. It's like not a whole lot going on and probably not quite enough liquidity to really make a lot of sense. Yeah, that'll do it for me. Thank you everyone for watching. Please do smash up the likes if you enjoyed today's stream. Please do join the community if you have not already done so. I'm sure most people here probably have already joined, but please do join. The link is in the description below for the Discord group. So that'd be great if any of you do want to join. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks everyone. I'll catch you all